Hello students, how are you? Today we are going to have unit 5, lesson 3 from English for Iraq for the third intermediate. Let's start our lesson by the new vocabularies. Let's start our lesson by these vocabularies. We have hero, بطل, lunch, غداء, lunch, receive, يستقبل, welcome, يرحب, escort يرافق أو يوصل أو يحرس, venue place مكان, shot ضربة. So we have hero, lunch, receive, welcome, escort, venue, shot. Now dear students, let's start with the lesson. Read all about it. We have look at a page from the Iraqi morning news. Which item is most interesting for you? First of all, we are going to read these articles from a newspaper. Iraqi morning news. Minister of Education in London. The Iraqi Minister of Education arrived in London yesterday for the International Education Conference, which will take place at the Park Lane Hotel today. The focus of the meetings is to discuss educational development programs between countries. The minister will suggest opening English schools in Iraq to develop English language learning. The British Minister of Education welcomed the Iraqi minister at the airport before escorting him to the conference venue. Minister at opening ceremony. We have the second article. The sports minister opened a new sports city in Basra yesterday. The new city cost 1 billion Iraqi dinars and took 3 years to build. Many people were waiting when the minister arrived at 10 a.m. He spoke to youth and community representatives before opening the sports city at 11 a.m. Boy saves child. A boy from the UK was a hero yesterday when he saved a child from a dangerous animal. The child's mother, Isra al-Bayati, 26, told our reporter, "I was going to the shops with my daughter, Salma. She's just 5 years old. We were walking across the park and Salma was playing with a ball. Suddenly, a big black dog ran up to us. It seemed very angry and it barked at Salma. Then it jumped on her and knocked her down. It was horrible. A boy was playing football nearby. He kicked the ball at the dog. The ball hit the dog hard and it ran away. The boy was John Smith, 13, who is in Iraq for 1 year with his family. John said afterwards, "I'm not a hero. I saw the little girl was in trouble, so I kicked the ball at the dog. It was a lucky shot." John plays in the football team at Baghdad International School. So, dear students, here we have the articles from the Iraqi morning news. Which one do you prefer? Which one is the most interesting one for you? Which one is the most interesting for you and why? And why? So this is what we have was skimming in order to have the general idea and also in order to see which one you prefer from these. Now, dear students, we have numbers. Here we have some numbers. 7, 13, 17, 11, 1 billion Iraqi dinars, 26, 3, 5, 10. We have these numbers in our articles, and also we have 3 advertisements. So now I'm going to read the advertisement for the second step. Sidar's Lebanese restaurant, the best in the world. Lunch 10,000 Iraqi dinar, Dinner, 12,000 Iraqi dinar. Open 7 days a week. 17 Yafa Street, telephone 790-261-4600. The second advertisement, Hassan and Son Carpets. Helpful and friendly service. Thousands of carpets in the shop, Saturday to Thursday, 9 to 5, Al Mansour Mall. The third one, classic tables and chairs and beds too. The number one furniture shop, open every day from 9 to 5, late night Tuesday 9 to 8, Al Mansour Mall. So now, dear students, close your books, and do you remember anything about these numbers? By closing your books, I'm asking you, do you remember these numbers from the text, from the advertisements? Now let's see. We are going to scan the text. Now we have scanning. Now we are going to scan the text. Now we are going to have scan. Scanning, it means إنه راح نقرأ هنا بالتفصيل. Scanning, it means القراءة بالتفصيل لاستخراج المعلومات بتفاصيلها. أما السكيمينج اللي أخذناها بالبداية هي كانت عن قراءة سريعة لأخذ فكرة سريعة. So now we are going to scan the text to find and underline the numbers. We are going to find and underline the numbers in the text. Minister of Education in London. The Iraqi Minister of Education arrived in London yesterday for the International Education Conference, which will take place at the Park Lane Hotel today. The focus of the meetings is to discuss educational development programs between countries. The minister will suggest opening English schools in Iraq to develop English language learning. The British Minister of Education welcomed the Iraqi minister at the airport before escorting him to the conference venue. We don't have any number here, so let's move to the second one. Minister at opening ceremony. The sports minister opened a new sports city in Basra yesterday. The new city cost 1 billion Iraqi dinar. Underline the number. The new city cost 1 billion Iraqi dinar and took 3 years to build. استغرقت بالبناء 3 سنوات. Many people were waiting when the minister arrived at 10 a.m. He spoke to youth and community representative before opening the sports city at 11 a.m. Now the third one. Boy saves child. A boy from the United Kingdom, UK, was a hero yesterday when he saved a child from a dangerous animal. The child's mother, Isra Bayati, 26, her age 26, told our reporter, I was going to the shops with my daughter Selma. She's just 5 years old. We were walking across the park and Selma was playing with a ball. Suddenly, a big black dog ran up to us. It seemed very angry and it barked at Selma. Then it jumped on her and knocked her down. It was horrible. A boy was playing football nearby. He kicked the ball at the dog. The ball hit the dog hard and it ran away. The boy was John Smith, 13. His age is 13, who is in Iraq for 1 year with his family. John said, for 1 year. John said afterwards, I'm not a hero. I saw the little girl was in trouble, so I kicked the ball at the dog. It was a lucky shot. John plays in the football team at Baghdad International School. So now let's move to the advertisements. Sidar Lebanese restaurant, the best in the world. Lunch, 10,000 Iraqi dinars. Dinner, 12,000 Iraqi dinars. Open 7 days a week. 17, the address, 17 Yafa Street. The phone number, 790-261-4600. Hassan and Son carpets, helpful and friendly service. Thousands of carpets in the shop, Saturday to Thursday, 9 to 5. Al-Mansour Mall, the time, 9 to 5. Classic tables and chairs and beds too. The number 1 furniture shop, open every day from 9 to 5. Late night Tuesday, 9 to 8. Al-Mansour Mall. So we have all these numbers. So we have all these numbers in our lesson. Now, dear students, after this, we are going to the activity book. We are going to the activity book. But before this, let's check your answers. You said that I told you to see what are these numbers. 7, 13, 17, 11, 1 billion Iraqi dinar, 26, 3, 5, 10. Dear students, I told you to look at these numbers: 7, 13, 17, 11, 1 billion Iraqi dinar, 26, 3, 5, 10. We have, for example, here we have 1 billion Iraqi dinar is the cost of building the city. We have number 3. It took 3 years to build the city. It took 3 years to build the city. We have 10. It refers to clock, to time, 10 a.m. The minister arrived at 10 a.m. We have 11. We have 11. It is the time of opening the sports city at 11 a.m. We have 26. The age of the mother. The age of the mother. We have 5 years. We have 5. The age of Selma, the daughter. And also we have 5 here. Here we have 5 in this, the time, and Hassan and Son carpets. And we have it in the third advertisement also, 9 to 5. Also we have number 9. 9, here we have this Thursday, the time, 9. And also here we have 9. We have another number, 13. 13. It is John Smith's age. John Smith's age. So these are the numbers we have. Now, dear students, let's move to activity book. Activity book, lesson 3 page. Let's move to activity book, lesson 3. Read the article about the sports minister's visit. Complete the reporter's notes. They are just notes. Here we are going to write just notes. ونقصد بالnotes إنه منراعي بيها punctuation and the full sentence, only the word we want, the words we want. Minister arrived at. Minister arrived at. Here we have the minister arrived at 10 a.m. So we have 10 a.m. Minister arrived at 10 a.m. Minister opened the sports city at. Here we have 11 a.m. 11 a.m. It means a.m. It means صباحا intermediate. Cost of a new sports city. Cost كلفة. The cost 1 billion Iraqi dinar. 1 billion Iraqi dinar. So now we finished exercise A. Let's move to exercise B. Answer these questions about Salma Al-Bayati and John Smith. Use short answers. Dear students, these questions are very important because we have to read this. هذه الجمل الأسئلة تكون جدا مهمة لأن هذه قطعة داخلة من ضمن القطع الامتحانية. 1. What was Selma doing at the start of the story? What was Selma doing? Walking across the park and we have playing with a ball. What was Selma doing at the start of the story? She was walking across the park and playing with a ball. What did the dog do first? Run up. We have this and run up to Isra al-Bayati, the mother, and barked, and her daughter So what did the dog do first? Run up to Isra and her daughter Selma. 3. What was John doing at the start of the story? He was playing football. Playing football. What did John do? Kicked the ball at the dog. So the dog ran. Now we have 1. What was Selma doing at the start of the story? Walking across the park and playing with a ball. What did the dog do first? Run up to Isra and her daughter. What was John doing at the start of the story? Playing football. What did John do? Kick the ball at the dog. Now let's move to exercise C. Check this information in the advertisements. Write C, Sidars, HS, Hassan and Son, CT, classic tables beside each sentence. Here we have some sentences from the advertisements, and we are going to match them with these headings. Sidars, Hassan and Son, classic tables. Lunch cost 10,000 Iraqi dinars. Sidar, C, Sidar, the restaurant. It isn't open on Fridays. HS, Hassan and his son. HS, Hassan and son. It closes at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Here we have CT. I took these things, I take it from the advertisements. So we have these in our advertisements. 4. It is not in the Al Mansour Mall. Sidar, the restaurant, isn't in Al Mansour Mall. It is in Yafa Street. It is in Yafa Street, also the address of Sidar, the restaurant. It is not open every day. HS, Hassan and Son. So, lunch costs 10,000 Iraqi dinars. Sidar, C. It isn't open on Fridays. HS, Hassan and Son. It closes at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. CT, classic tables. It is not in Al Mansour Mall. Sidar. It is in Yafa Street. C, Sidar. It is not open every day. HS, Hassan and Son. Now we are going to exercise D. Choose the correct form of the word in brackets, past simple or past continuous for each sentence. Now, dear students, we have here grammar. Here we are going to talk about past simple and past continuous, and we have this in our previous lessons. We talked about past simple and past continuous. Here we have the structure. Let's have the structure. I told you that the past simple, subject plus past verb, and the complementary of the sentence. Past verb, it will be either regular or irregular. يعني الأفعال الماضية تكون أما قياسية أو غير قياسية. regular, for example, play, played. والقياسية هي نقصد بها إضافة إيدي. أما الغير قياسية الشواذ مثل go, went. Now, let's start. The President of France. And also we have the past continuous. The past continuous, we have subject plus was or were plus verb with ing form and the complementary of the sentence. Here we have the text. The President of France. The President of France was reading was reading his email when he got the invitation to visit Iraq. Here we have past continuous and past simple because we have when. هنا عندنا أداة الربط، فراح تدخل حدث يقطع الحدث الأطول. الحدث الأطول راح ياخذ صيغة الماضي المستمر. He accepted the invitation and looked forward to the visit. وهنا طبعا الآن هي ربطة صيغتين الفعل يعني لهم نفس الحدث يعني مرتبط به بالماضي البسيط فربطناها. The president came to Iraq on Tuesday. He arrived early in the morning. He go to the Al-Shab Stadium. He went to Al-Shab Stadium. The Prime Minister gave the President lunch. After that, they were watching a football match when, look at when, the President got an important phone call. Here هنا راح تلاحظون انه الوين ربطت لي بين ماضي مستمر وماضي بسيط. أداة الربط هنا لأنه عندنا الحدث الأول كان هو مستمر، جاء الحدث الثاني وهو الحدث الأطول طبعا، وجاء حدث آخر اللي هو الحدث الأقصر قطع الحدث الأول. فالحدث الأول كان الأطول كان صيغة ماضي مستمر، والحدث الأول اللي قطع الحدث الثاني اللي قطع الحدث الأول كان صيغة ماضي بسيط. After the match he left and went to the airport. So, dear students, this is the end of our lesson for today. Thank you. Goodbye.